Have you ever noticed that you do worse at a competition early in the morning, or that if you cube late at night, you don't solve as fast as during the day? Probably not, but those sounded like good rhetorical questions to start off the script for the video. But does the time of day affect how fast you cube? Well, to answer this, I did an experiment over the past couple days. I did and recorded an average of 12 3x3 solves at 6 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., and 12 midnight the next day, or technically 2 days later. I was going to do some solves at 3 a.m., but then I didn't. Also, I didn't do any 3x3 solves between those time intervals, and here's what I found. Okay, so it's 6 o'clock, it's like 5:54, and I'm gonna do my first solves of the day, my first average of 5. I basically just woke up, and yeah, these are my 6 o'clock solves. Okay, so it's just about 9 o'clock now, it's 8:59, and I'm going to do my 9 o'clock solve, so I'm going to do it every 3 hours. Okay, so it's about 12:20. I'm a little late to do the next set of solves, but I'm gonna do that now. It's 3 p.m. now, and it's about 3 p.m. And I'm gonna do my next set of solves. So one thing I'm noticing is that my times here being my 6 a.m. solve and here being my latest 3 p.m. solves is that they are getting faster just like I thought they would. Also, I don't know why my camera's shaking like that, if you notice it. So yeah, just like I thought, my times were getting faster as I go more into the middle of the day, and it'll probably start slowing down after 6 p.m. So it's just about 6, and I'm gonna do my solves. I'm expecting them to be a little slower, just so that my times kind of peak in the middle of the day, I guess. because that was like what I guessed beforehand. And I'm guessing my 9 p.m. and 12 a.m. solve will be a lot slower. So right now it's a little after 9. I'm doing my last solves of the day today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna stay up until midnight and do my 12 a.m. solves then. It's the next day, and it's late. It's about 12 o'clock a.m. to do my last set of solves for this experiment. So yeah, and I'm using the GoPro because my phone ran out of storage again. So time to go film the next 12 solves. Okay, so all the solves are done, but what did I find out? Here's a graph of all the averages of 12 I did throughout the experiment. The midnight solves are graphed at both ends of the day. The average goes down slightly from midnight to 6 a.m., then dramatically decreases until 3 p.m. where I got the lowest average. The times increase by more than 2 whole seconds at 6, then the graph dips down at 9 p.m. and then back up at midnight. So overall, cubing at 3 p.m. results in the fastest times, and midnight is the worst time for cubing, at least for 3x3 solves, even though this probably applies to other cubes as well. Why does this happen? It's probably because of the amount of light and how alert you are at each time of the day. If you want to analyze the solves for yourself, there's a link in the description to a video of all the solves from this experiment. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want more cubing content like this, and I'll see you in my next video.